Okay, everybody. Hello. I have one more video today, and that's just to talk to you about the different resources available to you for your research. Starting next week, you're going to start creating your note cards, but today I want to just give you an overview of all the great databases that the school district offers. So first, I will be putting in a bunch of passwords that you will need to access these at home. I have 3 different documents that I will put onto Schoology. So one will look like this and has a list of databases you could use with passwords. And then I have one that looks like this as well, which I'll also be putting into Schoology. And then I think I have one more. So I'll try to put anything that I have to help you use those databases from home. Let me think. Okay, so just a reminder, when you go to our school website, you're going to find library down there, and you're going to click on student research, and that's where all of your databases are. I know you have used these before, but I thought I would just go through them really quickly, give you some tips on how to use that. So some ones that I really like are SIRS, so I'll show you that one today. I'm going to show you Gale, so opposing viewpoints. Points of View is great. eLibrary is awesome too. Explora. So many to choose from. And then if you scroll down, you can use any of these too. So, but if, since we're focusing on persuasive, controversial issues, these are kind of maybe your main ones up at the top here. So I'll start with SIRS. I already have it open. When you get to that page open, you've been here before, but you can see kind of the trending topics. You can even choose topics on here. You can even search for your topic as well. Maybe I will just choose one for you just to kind of show you. Oh, there's also some drop downs, so you can look at different categories. Right here in Educator Resources, that's where I got the list of topics that you saw in Schoology. So if you picked a topic off of that, you can also click on that, and it should take you right to the homepage for that as well. So lots of information there for you. I'm just gonna go back here. So if I chose gun control, which is a very popular topic right now, there's always like kind of a little summary of what it is. This is nice because they give you kind of 2 different viewpoints. And then you can click here, and then more articles will even pop up. So if I do that, it pops up with a bunch of variety of different articles that you can look at. I would always suggest reading the little description first, just to kind of see if that's something that you would be interested in. Also, if you click into it, it gives you a summary at the top. So before you actually read your whole article, you might want to look at the summary to see if that's actually an article that you would like. For every article, I would advise you to save to your Google Drive. That way you can access it at all times. Don't just save the URL in a document, because if you do that, chances are you can't just click on the URL and get back. You'd have to research for it. So save it to your cloud, email it to yourself. If you're at home and you have a printer, you can print it out if you want. I'd also suggest making sure that you make that source card right away. So citing, make sure you're choosing the MLA, not APA. Copy and paste that into a source card so you have that done and ready to go. And then you'll just start reading your article and taking notes on it. And you can create as many note cards as you need to for your article. This one comes from a newspaper. Here, just to kind of show you, it says NP. If you ever see that, that means no page. I'm going to click on the site. This one just has the one author, so that should be pretty easy for you. I'll go back here. Maybe I'll click on another one so you can, let's see if we can find one without an author. This one maybe. All right, so here's just another one. If I really like this one, I'd click Cite. And this one, for example, doesn't have an author. So what I was talking about yesterday in that video, just copying that first 2 to 3 words of the article title as your citation. So on the bottom of my note card, it would just say Mathematics Ties. I'd put it in quote marks because it's an article, but I would still put in parentheses for proper MLA format. Okay. So that one's kind of cool. And then there's related documents. So if you like this article and you wanted more like this, there's that option on the side. So SIRS is a great one. I know you've used it before. Another one that's great is Gale, Opposing Viewpoints. This one also is broken down into different categories. You can search. That's always an option. I'm trying to see if, let's see if I can find one. Let's just I'll do assisted suicide here. Okay, so this one's just set up a little bit different. What I like about this one is you can sort by what type. So like if I really was interested in maybe finding magazine articles, I can break it down by that. And then there's the different articles. For Gale and any database that you use, they should have a cite option. So this one, you might just have to hover over it. I don't know if this isn't working. That looks like that's a download. Sometimes you can look right here at the bottom, and there it is. And you want MLA. You can select it, copy and paste it, and so on. This one doesn't have an author, so on your citation would be a federal judge. And then there's my page number, 8, after the year, as I talked about yesterday. So different sources you can use. Those are 2 good ones. We'll choose another one just to kind of show you how this one's set up. You can save it to your Google Drive, email it to yourself like I did before. There's your citation. You just kind of have to look for those things, but they're always on there. You shouldn't have to go to EasyBib or anything like that if you're using the databases because they create the citation for you. So please remember that. Again, to access those, go to the high school library. And if you have any questions, let me know. And again, I'll send you those passwords, put them in Schoology. Keep updating that discussion board for questions. And I hope you all have a great weekend. And I will send you a message about what your day looks like and what next week looks like. Have a great one.